Hi guys, this is Nash Sharma, and in this session we will discuss how to design the new data form with data validation in Microsoft Power Apps. Before we start discussing how to design the new data form, we have some screen in our project, so we understand these screen with this diagram. So we have three screen: home screen, view sales data, and the show sales details. On the home screen, we have two buttons: view sales and add new sales. When you click on the view sales, then it navigates to the view sales data screen. On this screen, we have a gallery, and the name of this gallery is the gallery data. This is navigate to view data screen. Again, on this gallery, we have a navigation buttons. If you click on this button, then it navigate to the another screen, that is the details screen. And each screen have a back button. This one, if you click this one, then it goes back to the view data screen. View sales data screen, navigate to view data screen. And if you click the back button for the view data screen, then it navigate to the home screen. And on the sales details, we have a form that is in display mode, and the data of this form we have mapped with the gallery dot selected. So item property of this form, and the name of this form is the form show details dot item equal to gallery data dot selected. So we are mapping the data. It means when you select any item from the view sales data screen, then it navigate to the source. Then it navigate to the next screen, that is the sales details. Now our requirement is how to design the new sales form and how to validate the data, and then how to submit the form. Now we check the structure of our app. So right now we have three screens: home screen, view data screen, and the show details screen. On home screen, we have two buttons: view sales, add new sales. And we have renamed the buttons, then button add new sales and button view sales. So view sales, this button is working now. And we have to provide the functionality for this add new sales button. Now, second screen, view data screen. On this screen, we have the gallery. So on the gallery, we have mapped the data from our Google Drive. And third screen is the show detail screen. On this screen, we have all the fields from our Google Drive data source. Now we check the functionality of this one. Home screen, okay. View sales. This is the gallery, and in the gallery we have the list of the countries. And suppose we want to view the details of this country, then this one, and we have the details for the United States. If we check the another country, say Germany, then we have the details for the Germany country. Back, then back, and again we have on the home page. So add new sales. So this is not working now, and we have to provide the functionality how to add the new sales data through this button. How to design the screen for adding the new data? First of all, we duplicate. So first of all, we create the duplicate copy of the show details screen. Then rename it, add new sales data, and we have a form on this screen because this is a duplicate screen, and this form is in a display mode. So remove this one, drag and drop new form in edit mode. Bind the data source, none, table 2, same data source, edit fields. So these are the fields. So you can take the required fields. I'm taking all fields. Now add. So you can see the display of the form is in edit mode. Now we rename this form, say form new sales data. Okay. Now button add new sales and navigate to the new screen. So navigate, add new sales data. Then transition cover. Now we check the functionality, add new sales, and we have a screen. We change the label, add new sales details. Now we check the functionality, home screen, run, add new sales. So you can see no data is displayed, no form is displayed because the form is in the edit mode and we have not bind the data from our gallery. That's why no content is displayed. So first of all, when calling this form, we have to convert this edit form into new mode. So close this one and button, after navigation, put the semicolon. So we are writing the second statement. Say new form and pass the name of the form. So that is the form new sales data. So this is the name of the form. Okay. Now we check again functionality. Add new sales. Now the form has been converted into the new. So that's why all fields are blank. Now we'll put a submit button. Then add data. Now on this add data button, we submit the form, on select, then submit form. Name of the form new sales data. We check the functionality, run and click add data button. So we have an error. A value must be provided for the item. It means at least you should provide one value in this form. So that error is coming from the system, but we can provide our custom validation. We can check the country should not be left blank. Product should not be left blank. The quantity sold, it should be only numeric. So this kind of validation we can provide on the submit button. The validation are the two types. On field level, we can write the code for the country. Again, we can write the validation for the product and then quantity sold. And second one is the page level validation. It means when you click the submit button, add data, then it will validate the data for all fields for the country, product, quantity sold. So best practice is you provide the page level validation. Now we start the validating the data and we'll do it step by step. So first of all, drag the icon, check and cancel and of the each and every field. Say icon, then cancel and country icon, rename it. Then product icon. Then quantity icon. And finally ER icon. our validation would be, we'll check like whether the field is blank or not. If the field is blank, then it will display the cross, otherwise a right mark. So on the property of the icon property, we'll write the validation code here and we'll check whether the field is blank or not. So first of all, if is blank, country name dot text, then true. So icon dot cancel, otherwise icon dot check. And we'll do the same code for each and every field. Product, icon, then product name. Quantity sold, quantity sold, then years, icon, year sales. Okay, now we check the functionality. All fields are blank and by default icons are the cross. If I type the country, say France, then it's the right mark. It means this country is not blank now. Product, say pen, right mark. Quantity sold, then right mark. If I remove the data, say quantity sold, so again cross. So again cross. It means data is required here. I want to if the data is valid, then it should be in a green color icon, and if data is required, the icon should be in the red color. So select the icon and the color property of the icon. If self dot icon equal to icon dot right, check, then color green, otherwise red, and do this coding for the color property of each and every icon. Select this color property, color property, then year of sales, now home screen, run. So you can see, so data is there and the right mark is in green color. In quantity sold, no data. If I type here say 20, then If I delete the France, so cross in red color. So this is how we can change the color of the icons. So far, we checked only like whether the field is blank or not, but we can apply the multiple criteria. Suppose on the country, we want the country should not be left blank also, and the length of the country name should not exceed the 10 characters. Okay, now so we can use the len function. Len function count the number of characters length, count the length of the text. Say now we have a condition. Is blank country name blank, or if the name of the country is greater than 6 characters. So we have two conditions. Okay. Also we change quantity sold. We want in the quantity sold column only the numeric value should be allowed. Okay. Now or then is numeric. Quantity sold dot text. Now this is the negate symbol. Now the condition is if the quantity sold is blank or is not numeric, then we have the true or false value. Now we check this one. We type run. Right now it's a blank. Say France. Okay. Now so already there are like 6 character covered, and if you type one more character, then we have a cross. It means the data is not valid according to the multiple criteria. Now we check the quantity. In quantity, we type 10, it's fine. If we type the character, say A, it's cross. It means the data is not valid. Only the numbers allowed. So this is how we can apply the multiple criteria with the multiple condition for validating the data. For the validation of the data, we have the symbols cross and the right. If it is the right, then the data is okay. If it is a cross, then data is not valid. But sometimes we need to display some logical message to the user because this symbol is not enough. In that case, we take a label. So on the text property of this label, we can apply the validation rule as we did in the other fields. So we have the icon and we have a rule text property of the label. Now so here we are using the if condition. So if the condition is true, then true part say country name required with maximum 6 characters and comma, then else part blank. So we check this one. Now so country name required with the maximum 6 characters. So if I try say France, that's fine because there are 6 characters. If we type one more character, then symbol is cross and we have a message country name required with the maximum 6 characters. And so we can do the same thing for the other fields too, like the product, quantity sold, and year of sales. Now we have a if condition. in the if condition, we have applied another if condition that is called the nested if. In the else part of this if statement, this is the else part. Now, if say is blank, product name, then comma true. So product name required, then comma else part. And in this else part, we can apply another if statement for validating the quantity. If blank quantity sold dot text or is numeric not numeric, then comma true part. Quantity required with numbers only, then comma blank. So we have joined all the validation for all the fields in a if nested condition. Okay, now we check this one. Now country France say, if I delete this one, country name required, say country name required with the maximum 6 character. If I type say United 6 characters, say S, then 7 characters, not valid. Okay, now 6 characters are valid. So message now is for the product pencil. Message gone for the product quantity sold, quantity required for the with the numbers only. If I type here say 10, message gone, the data is valid. If I type 10A, again we have error message with the cross symbol, quantity required with the numbers only. So this is how you can display logical message to the user along with the symbol of the validation. Now we talk about the submit button. If we check this app, so no data is there, no validation is there, no data is validated, but still the submit button is visible. So according to the logic, if data is not validated, then submit button should not be visible. So how to do that one? So on the visible property of this submit button, we'll check the status of each and every icon. If it is a check, and this one, this one, this one, if the status of all the icons is checked, then the visibility of this submit button would be the visible, otherwise false. Okay, submit button. Now visible property, say if, then country icon dot icon equal to icon dot check, and product icon dot check, and quantity icon dot check, and ear icon dot check, then true, otherwise false. Okay, now we check this one. So if we check this code, if the status of the all the icons is check, then the property of the visible property of this submit button is the true, otherwise false. If any icon is the false. Now, so you can observe the submit button is not visible. Say country ABC. Data done, product, pen done, quantity source, say 30 done, and year of sales, say now. So all data is there, all required data are there and is validated. Now, so submit button is visible. Now we add the new record, country, Turkey, product, lamb, quantity 3456, year of sales 2020. Now add data. Okay. Now we check our Google Sheet. So you can see the last record, turkey, lamb, then quantity 3456 and the year. So this is how you can add the new form with the validation of the data. Now we check the summary. In step 1, we applied the rules on the icon and icon properties. Step 2, we change the color of the icon. If it is the right mark, then it's a green, otherwise red. In step 3, we took a label and displayed a proper message. And in the text property of the label, we applied the validation rule. And finally, submit button. On select property, we submitted the form, and the visual property, again we applied the code for setting the visibility of the submit button on the basis of the icon's status. So guys, this was the how to add the new form with the data validation in Microsoft Power Apps. Thanks for watching the video.